All right, good morning, guys. It's going to be 10. Oh, man. Spend too much time watching YouTube. All right, today we're going to take a little trip up to Corsicana. They have an Ionna station up there. I'd like to go check it out. Put this car in drive. I'm actually starting about an hour late, but okay, whatever. It's not going to automatically activate today. It's kind of funny how the car is already in I'm just going to back out mode. It's a mailbox I handle. So I did get a over-the-air update. Minor fixes. Oh, they're pouring concrete over here. What are they doing? Should I have gone the other way? How much of the road is he blocking? Okay, I may not be able to make it through here. You know, you're not allowed to block the whole road. It's a good thing they paved this. Ding ding.
Feet, turn right onto
Okay, FSD back on. Alright, so I did not have breakfast this morning, but I do have a cookie. And I do have some Mountain Dew, so. And not to worry, man, there's a Buc-ee's in Temple. And there's a Buc-ee's in, actually it's Ennis, isn't it?
Turn right onto Ford Road.
I guess Ennis and Corsicana are not too far away from each other.
Now turn right onto Ford Road.
Is that a fair statement? Sorry, I didn't look at the display to see how he showed up. All right. Wow, I went through and cleaned the windshield and it looks just as dirty as before, or maybe worse. All right, so anyway, part one thing is, no worries, I'll be able to eat later. No problemos. And for those of you wondering, because you have range anxiety, well, maybe you would feel like if you were driving, you would have range anxiety. All right, so there's a supercharger in Cedar Park. I mean, we're at 60%, right? It's not going to be a problem. And Tesla thinks we'll arrive with 18%. They bumped it up. Because before it said 12. Oh, I guess the hair and dust is here. I thought they're going to walk out onto the road. Looked a little scary. All right, so there's Supercharger in Cedar Park. There's Supercharger 2 in Cedar Park. I mean, it's the second one in Cedar Park at the HEB. Going north from Round Rock, there's like 3 or 4 superchargers along I-35. Then we get to Temple, which is at Buc-ee's. And then in Waco, we have the bakery. Is there another supercharger in Waco now? I don't remember. But they have plenty. And, oh, I didn't bring my adapter. Once I turn right from Waco, and actually we'll be about halfway through our trip, when we turn right from Waco, then we have to make it to Corsicana. And that's the part where you might be worried, but if he thinks we're going to arrive with 18% and you give some leeway on that and think, well, maybe it's going to be only 10%. 10% is plenty. So there's plenty of wiggle room in there. All right. So don't worry about that. I'm not even sure if they have any CCS1 chargers along that route anyway. I'd have to use PlugShare to look for them. But anyway, whatever, peace and harmony. We'll be fine. So the main point of this trip is to visit the Ionna station out there and see how it looks. I can tell you right now, the one in Houston was like, this is not so great for me. And, all you CCS1 guys are like, yeah, but I have to run my card first, then plug it in after it authorizes, and I have to get the right sequence. Yeah, so Iona's like that for me to some extent, although it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it works, right? So there's that part. The other part is, this is approaching a 6-hour drive, so I plan to try to push at least one of my cameras more towards the limit. Actually, I'll probably use all 3 cameras, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So I'll try to keep the cameras on the whole time. Yes, that probably means I need to interrupt more often, because there's no way I'm going to publish a long format video from this, right? I don't think I can. I think I'd blow up my computer if I tried to store all of it on there. Although I could move everything onto the portable drive. I don't know. We'll have to consider what possibilities I have there. But still, a long format video of 6 hours? Oh my goodness. What is this tractor? That's not a city tractor. County tractor? Who knows? Whatever. All that said, so there's 2 goals for today. We'll see how it goes. The Ionna station, I have no doubt we'll make it to there. And what I find is you typically can't see the numbers over here, but you can see the number. No, you can't even see the numbers down here. So you'll be dependent upon me to do check-ins every once in a while. And we'll do that. Right, the camera itself, battery charge is roughly 45-50 minutes, something like that. But I can plug into the car and charge it back up. Within 10 minutes, I think it's charged. Something like that. Right, so we'll be doing some of that. Okay, well, all that said, let's get going. Yeehaw. So I gotta wonder, is getting one of those electric bikes worth it? Oh, welcome back to long format, by the way. I mean, I know that you don't have to do as much work if you have an electric bike. That's probably not an electric bike, huh? We're going to go left? Well, I guess you see the bicyclist already. No, you don't see the bicyclist already. Are you just following the traffic in front of us? Kind of curious. There's the bicyclist. He's riding right in the line, too. Man. I'm taking chances with my life. Although, to be fair, usually there's so much rocks and other stuff in the other side of the white line, it's hard to ride a bike in there. Yeah, you driving in your car was like, well, I had no problem. Yeah, if you looked at how much air do you have in your tires compared to a bike tire, and think about the fact that those bike tires for guys like that are the little ones, the narrow ones. Yeah, that stuff. It's too easy to get pinch flats. So you know we're going to turn right up here, right? There he goes, finally. As soon as he pulls over, he starts passing the Corolla he's following.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm.
So why were you following the Corolla? He just went crazy. It's all computer. Yeah.
Now turn right onto Farm to Market 1430.
Whatever. I don't know. I mean, FSD's decisions sometimes just baffle me. He's going to go on this. No, the car's turning right. Okay. I mean, he seemed like a little bit closer than I would be comfortable going. Is he going to go? He didn't signal it, but he's going left. I don't know. Come on, man. Okay, that was human driver intervention, right turn signal, push the car back to the outside lane. We're only doing, oh, well, he's finally up to 56, okay. It took him a while to think about it. Why go slam into the inside lane if you're going like, well, yeah, I don't know if I should really go all that fast. Come on, man. You know, somebody somewhere said that they have trailer hitches for Model 3s now. And I went looking for it, and it gave me a high price. And it turns out I think that's Canadian dollars, not American dollars. US dollars, sorry. Use the right terminology, right? Yeah. Slow down. Why are you going so fast? I don't know. I wonder how many people have tried the argument with the police officer, like, I don't know, FSD was driving. Flashing yellows are having its effect. Slow down to 52. And to be fair to you, from a NHTSA perspective, there's a reason why there's flashing yellows there. That's a dangerous intersection. Oh, I didn't check to see what the display showed for the those flashing yellows. Okay, not that this is that category of drive, but here's my Baja Cabo Citrus. We have to go to the inside lane! Oh, look out! Why? Okay, human driver, right turn signal. You know, if there's a reason why you're going into the inside lane, it'd be nice if you told me what you were thinking here. Oh, you saw this Saturn coming up and you decided to cut him off? Is that the whole point? Let the Saturn go by on the inside lane. Let him get the ticket. That's okay. Well, we're in Jonestown, dude. I saw a cop the other day and it was like, just felt like that'd make a presence. You can't play live if you don't arrive? Is that what that said? Okay. A little different, kind of cute. And again, we have to go into the inside lane, and we're going way too fast. I don't know. What changed? Are we not in Jonestown? I don't know where you think we are. Just because that Saturn is flying through town doesn't mean that you should. And just because that Mach-E is going 45 in the 55 zone doesn't mean you should follow them. Wow, okay. He says max to 59. Ugh. What's with all these motorcycle guys wanting to blind you? Well, dude, you'll see me. If I had to put my hand up to block out your light, I'm not looking at you. I'm aware of you, yes, but I can't see you. If you would have an accident and roll in front of me, I wouldn't know that you did it until I'm running you over. On the other hand, if you just ran the equivalent of DRL, I would have seen you. Then you wouldn't be blinding me. Yes, and I had that conversation with another. Sorry. Okay, we're back in the inside lane for no reason whatsoever. No, you're going to ignore that, huh? But you're not going to ignore that one. And that was a DPS trooper who went by the other way, by the way. You know, you see a group of motorcyclists go by on 1431, you know at some point they're going to be road racing. It doesn't matter how many people die out here. It's just something you do. Yeah, right, wrong. Doesn't matter. You don't feel alive unless you're road racing, dude. I don't know. Have I road raced? No. Have I accelerated as I'm turning to one way or the other? Yes, I have. I have done that. And if you were able to look back in all my memories, you would find that maybe in a couple places I was going faster than was reasonable. But nobody was there when that may have happened, so there's no record of it. And that was the first version of Grandpa. Man, that was a great car. Oh, well, that car. I love that car. If only I was wealthy enough to have a mini museum, so to speak. Wow, okay. Well, you're going to run it? Yeah, it's red. Hey, Elon, you probably should review the timing on that. That was stupid. I don't know. I mean, why run a red light? You had time. You could feel that it was going to turn red. Yes, the human driver allowed it to happen anyway, because it is supervised. Go ahead, talk. Well, it's supervised. It's your fault. I'm not the one programming FSD. And you're right. I could have did a brake on FSD off. Could have done it. But you could tell he purposely saw that the timing was going to be close, accelerated. Must be one of the minor fixes. Because before it would have slowed down and said we're going to stop. You think they made a minor fix for that? That'd be crazy. I mean, I thought Tesla had this thing about safety. I don't know, sometimes, I don't know, man. But that was not a safe move. No doubt about it. Whatever. Nobody died. Weren't even close to an accident. Oh, you're right. If I had done a brake on FCI off, I could have reported and said, well, you're going to run a red light. But you don't actually know until you get close to the light when that's going to be red. It was a timing thing. And we're close on timing. New water restrictions, 1 time a week. What was it before? Why are we so left to center? You want to trade paint with that lime green pickup? Oh, jeez Louise. What the fuck are you doing there? You just kind of wandered into a lane in front of that Toyota? That's stupid. Oh, they're going my way anyway. I don't know. Why? Why am I back in the inside lane yet again? Does traffic not matter to you? Wow. Let me make sure. Yes, it says we're in standard mode. We are not in hurry mode. We're not in crash the world mode. Come on, dude. I don't know. It's already getting crazy. Right, we're only 26 minutes in. And approaching 3-hour drive out. I guess that's not fair. It's a little over 2.5 hours. But you're already starting to shatter my confidence. I mean, he started out, even on Loman Ford, I need to be in the inside lane. Your next move is going to be right turn. Why do you have to be in the inside lane? Right, and going through Jonestown, that one car flew by us, and you're like, oh, I'm going to follow that fast car. No, he's being stupid. How you know he's being stupid? He's going way too fast. And even if you ignore or don't count the fact that Jonestown's known as a speed trap town, they're not much of a speed trap town anymore, but they still have that reputation. They're still like the people who are walking across the street, right? It's dangerous there. I don't know if you've noticed it, but in Lago Vista, people don't walk across 1431 for the large extent. It still happens, but it's just more risky in Lago Vista. Don't do it. What? Well, use the traffic light. Although, do they even have walk signals? I don't know. Probably not. Have I walked across 1431? Yes, I have. In a time and place where there wasn't as many people. It's dripping a bunch of water out. Why is it dripping water out? Well, we're going to arrive at 9:47 at 7:42 right now. It's 2 hours. Okay. It just doesn't feel as centered today. FSD, that is. It doesn't feel as controlled, doesn't feel as centered. Kind of makes you wonder what's going on today. Yeah, you can tell when I'm feeling less secure about FSD. I tend to start having a hand touching the steering wheel or floating just off of it. When I have complete confidence in FSD, my hands are in my lap. When I have a hand next to the steering wheel, that indicates it's what's going on today. And that's the way I feel right now. Is what's going on today? Okay, a little interruption just to try to break it up, although it's probably long. Like I said, we're going to try to record the whole trip. And right now, my estimation is that I should be able to make the trip out on one camera. Based on what it looks like. Come on. There we go. Plugged in. Look at the road, Ray! Oh no! Think about how many do I have here? Oh, it's full pack. Why would you go to the outside lane to go around that truck? Do you really think it's going to accelerate slow? You're going to try to go a little bit faster than that. Okay. Yeehaw. Honey Bear Creek. $253.9 at that gas station. Oh. We could brake a little bit harder. It's a red light. He's not going to go anywhere. Not exactly confidence inspiring. .4 miles out. It's okay, we can go 60. In fact, there's a 65 sign. Think you're gonna see it? Not a clue. There's another 65 sign. Any clue? Not a clue. Do you think they specifically programmed to say that 65 doesn't exist? I don't know. I mean, it's weird. All those 65s on Parmer? Not a clue. Or most of them. I think there's two, one on each side of the road. By 1431, I think he actually reads those. But what's the deal? Why do you have so much trouble reading those signs? Or like out on Texas 130, when you're in the 85 zones, sometimes you read those 85s as 65s. Weird. Of course, it's been a while since I've been out there with FSD. Actually, I've never done any range tests with this car. And this is the car I should be doing range tests with. You need to get over it now. Get over it now. You're going to wait till the time when it's the old time? And that's probably because of the reflection of the sun on the paint. Right? I'm guessing that's what his issue is. But that wasn't right. Oh, it looks cloudy up that way. If I remember it right, there's some kind of weather up towards Dallas. And they're getting the rain. Of course, they're also getting the bad storms.
In 1,000 feet, take the Interstate 35 north ramp.
Couldn't think we're going to be up that way. Okay, we'll see.
Now take the Interstate 35 north ramp on the left.
You think you can handle it? The one car that signaled out of the whole line of cars. Not that I checked every one, but nobody else is signaling. Oh, he's signaling. Okay, now that they're close, they're signaling. Looks like that might hurt. Yeah, seriously, that might hurt. You're gonna pull in front of his Mercury, huh? Of course, he can't go anywhere because of the pickup. Wow, there's a lot of traffic on this road today. Where could they all be going? Well, none of them I see are EVs, so they can't be all heading to where I'm going. Although there are gas pumps there if I saw it right. Or close to it, anyway. Yeah, he has a muffler. So somewhere he saw a 70 sign. Whoa, okay. Is that the people you look at when you record videos for FSD? That is, they're in the far inside lane and they're actually going to make the exit in a couple of hundred feet. Oh my goodness. That's craziness. Okay, so in case you're wondering, I'm at 201 or 200.9 watt hours per mile. Yeehaw. And one of the questions people ask from time to time is, wait, you take a Model 3 instead of a Model Y? Yes. I like it when I get 5 miles per kilowatt hour. Let somebody else enjoy 4 miles per kilowatt hour. And you know, some of the cars I've seen tested, yeah, they'd be very happy to make 4. And me, I'm not satisfied with 4. Although 4 is adequate for that Model Y. What really strikes me is the first time I got my friend's Model Y, which is a rear-wheel drive, it was like I looked at the energy gauge and it's like, you're crazy efficient. But when I drive it, it's not that efficient. I don't know. We're weaving inside out of the middle lane. Don't get me wrong, I'd rather be in the middle lane, but mind killer. What is the temperature? Temperature's 82. by Arkansas, Oklahoma. Okay, so that rain is far away. I guess all of a sudden I'm starting to feel more confident, right? Lakeway Drive. Of course, the traffic, wait, where did the traffic go? That suddenly lightened out, didn't it? Temple's 36 miles. What does it say, 19%? What? I shouldn't have to do that, right? Okay, I got red dot in Temple. Oh, red dot, that's probably Slater, right? And a red dot in Waco. Anyway, the point of showing the red dot's just confirming to you again that I have plenty of superchargers on path. Hit the X. Hit the X. Can't hit the X for some reason. Oh, it could be the stupid screen protector thing. What? Wow, okay. Shows how quickly they go up. It has been a while since I've been north, but those look like complete warehouses. Although I guess that's part of what they're saying, right? Is oh man, he's still showing. Go that way. Look at all the trucks they have there. The big diesel tanks. Extreme Golf Cars. Looks like they went out of business. Whoops. Or maybe they're trying to start a business. I don't know. June. Must be materials. Right? I remember as a kid saying I wanted to be a farmer. Follow my father, basically. And now, I watch, there's a couple of YouTube channels I watch that talk about farming. One happens to be specifically about potatoes. Now watch what they have to do to make things work. How much money you have to spend to make things work. I probably wouldn't be good at that stuff. I don't mind doing hard work. I don't mind driving a tractor, not at all. But you have to do so much planning in what is you're going to plant. You have to negotiate selling the product and all that stuff. People come to you all the time telling you about, well, we got this tractor, that can help you out. Those tractors cost so much money. I don't know. And then, of course, to some extent everybody does this, I think, but do you develop loyalties to a particular product? You could probably say I'm more of a John Deere person. Yes, that'd be fair. So if somebody came with a John Deere and somebody came in with, what's the other prevailing tractor company now? I don't know. That'd be hard for me not to pick the Deere every time. What? They're made in Mexico? Yeah, I don't really follow how. It sounded like John Deere was kind of making a move that way, and it makes sense. Prices are so ridiculous. But I don't know. Keeping up with all that stuff. But that's big acreage farming, right? We had 100 acres, and the one guy worked on our farm, I think he had another 40 or 50 acres. So John Deere 2740, I think it was enough to handle that kind of stuff. But if you were to run 2740s on the one place I follow, they'd be running like 4 or 5 of them constantly. It's not constant, but for a long time to do their plowing. Right? If you watch some of these guys, they have this gang of plows being pulled by this huge tractor, which actually uses tracks instead of tires. Right? All the stuff adds up. And all the automation that they use nowadays, we didn't have any of that when we did our stuff. Although I didn't do any of the plowing, I didn't do any of the bed forming, and none of the planting. But thinking my father would have been great at it, so I don't know. I think that may have been how they did it. My father did it. Speed limit 75, really? Yeah, really? Yeah. Well, that's good. We can pass that Jeep. What are you doing over here if you're not going to pass them? In fact, you slowed down slightly. I don't know why. There you go. Is that your max? Okay, let's bump it more. Did you really have to go that close? There's plenty of room. Plenty of room to not have to cut them off. I thought I bumped that. Just barely squeaked in front of that Jeep and all of a sudden we're just going. I don't know. Well, actually we're going slower than we did before. So the Jeep must have gone, oh, better back off. It's a Tesla, you never know. I don't know, man. How are we doing over here? Okay. Oh, I'm plugged in, so it doesn't matter. Just a random interruption. Salato's 4 miles out. Kind of thinking, I wonder how long the microphone battery will last. I think the microphone battery is supposed to last like 6-8 hours, something like that. Although I don't absolutely have to have the microphone battery. That's true. I'm not sure it's worth worrying about If I don't interrupt often enough. Look at this guy. Oh, I'm going to pass on the outside. Do you really? That's how I prove I drive a superior vehicle. Do you really? Oh, it is exiting. Belton. I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Taking my time because I don't know where. Oh, this is later, right? Stagecoach in. Oh, they got several cranes in the town. I guess they're doing some work in Salado. We have really slowed down. I don't know why. I was picking back up again. It just needs somebody in front of them to make them feel good about going to speed. It's at 268.9. Is he spilling gas? Looks like he left his gas cap off. Say less. Oh. You feel that truck's gonna go by you? Doesn't matter, you're gonna go? Indiana. Yeah, still at 201.6 watt hours per mile. Efficiency. I don't know. And actually, a look that I like better. "10 miles, 8 minutes. 9 minutes, what? What's the point of that sign? I guess if it gets congested, it'll tell you it's going much longer. Deer corn. Oh, deer corn. I thought it was another one of those things that they sell for humans. No, it's corn they're selling for deer. Fort Cavazos. The clean kick? I don't know. I was thinking, like, I did the I-12, I called it the Slidell Slide. And so, like, why not do I-14? That's a pretty short interstate. At least it is at the moment. Right? Is anybody else working on I-14 besides Texas? But maybe the clean kick. There's the other town that's close to Fort Cavazos. What's all that? I remember one time I visited a supercharger out there, and some guy got on the video and said, "Well, it's not here, it's there." And then I realized, oh yeah, I was pretty tired that day, and it's practically right on the border. Okay? Don't get your nose all bent out of shape, but no big deal, just fix it. If I remember, I ended up having to, no, the video is right, it's the words were wrong. Fix the words. Okay, big deal. And at the moment, I'm sitting there thinking, Killeen. What's next to Killeen? Harkins. That looks too big to be there. I think it starts with an H. Whatever. Because it's one of those things I should. Because yes, I've done all of I-14 actually. I just didn't record all of it. And if I did, I probably deleted it. Because I delete stuff pretty quick. It just gets in the way. Why? Somebody said it wasn't my original video? Just take it down. Right? There's so many people have something to prove, and it gets old after a while. Man, look at all the tricks on that line. Yeah. So many cars around this world. Look at all those U-Haul trailers. Some of the U-Haul dealers I go by, they don't have any. They don't have any, or almost no trailers. They're all trucks. And trucks, it seems like, would be a maintenance thing. Cinemark. Oh, it's Maki. It looks pretty. Speaking of U-Haul trailers, Indian motorcycles. Oh wait, 84 is actually out in the middle. Yeah, I started a video about as I was traveling back from Yellowstone, I came across these people they had a Model Y and they're pulling a trailer. And the guy says, well, actually it's a motorcycle inside. And they're talking about how they were planning to drive. And they had been driving for a while. But they were there, I think it was Santa Rosa, New Mexico? Is that where it was? Anyway. Maybe they were almost to Texas. Maybe Santa Rosa, New Mexico. It was almost Texas. They were talking about how they're planning to go to such and such place. And I thought about it for a moment because what they were describing was they're getting about half the range they thought they would get. Which sounds about right. Anyway, and I was realizing, like, you got a section in there where if you're getting that, you're not going to make it, or it's going to be really tight. And I didn't really know what the right answer was. I mean, one of the answers would be is slow down. Okay, minimum speed on the highway is 45. Go 45. Right? If you slow down, you're doing less pushing of the air out of the way. You'll get more range. But I mean, I haven't done it, so that didn't pop in my head right away. It's just like, oh. Realizing that there was a situation, I didn't have the right answer. I mean, I've pulled trailers around town, but I've never done it across country. But I know from what Kyle from Out of Spec has said, and actually TFL, although they're for me they're harder to follow. I know to expect it's going to be about half the range. Right. I mean, TFL is more, their audience is gas and diesel power, baby. And they're experimenting with EV. Yeah, are you going to go? Are you going to be able to go? Because the Chrysler Pacificas saw you move and decided you wanted to show up. Anyway, so the two things I do know is if you're pulling a trailer sticking up in the wind, kind of first guess half the range. So if you can on 260 miles, you're getting around 110, 120. The second thing is, if you slow down, you'll use less energy. Yes. And actually, on one segment of a trip back from Yellowstone, that's exactly what it is. I slowed down. I slowed down to 55 miles an hour on a 2-lane highway. Where I could, I'd pull over to the outside road and let people go by. But there wasn't that much traffic, so it wasn't that much of a deal. Yes, I'm getting my confidence back in FSD because both hands are away from the wheel. I'm letting him do what he wants to do. 32 miles to Waco. There's your 75. You see it? You saw it. Okay. Can you do it? Thinking about it. Actually, Noodle's touching the Jeep in front of us. Interesting. Picking out 19%. Oh, we're up to 205.5 watt hours per mile. Main Street. No, you don't have to follow the Jeep. We could go around them. Okay, whatever. 338A, Troy. Troy used to have a distinctive bridge across the road. Made it easy for me to remember. Took the band to a football game, and it was like that bridge was gone. I didn't know where I was going. As soon as we passed by the stadium, I had the feeling like that was supposed to be it, wasn't it? What'd you learn from that, Ray? What I learned is, before you go on a trip with the bus, write down the roads you're looking for, put the Post-its in your windshield, or somewhere where you could see them. Make sure that you keep on track. I told you could go buy that cheap. $62 miles, potty in the back. What? Fairest of them all. Oh. What did you say? 338? So those clouds have kind of burned off. Weber's Shooting Sports. Pay for experience. 1,400 mileage, average haul. What is that, like a... Well, it's more than 3 day. I mean, it's less than 3 day, right? Can I use the Tesla semi? No, we don't have charging for that. Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy put that passed me earlier. Moody Marlin. Mother Neff. As many times as I've done Waco, I've only been to Mother Neff once. So usually I would do the metric, because that's when I went by the M&M Mars plant. Well, if you're out riding anyway, you might also stop by the M&M Mars plant, take a little tour. It's pretty cool, man. 30 miles. I don't know. I just don't think we're going to go by a Walmart. Just a feeling. I think it'll be north of the river, but south of Walmart. We're just over an hour away from Ionna. Really? You see that Silverado's handicapped person, right? But you know, the things you do to qualify for handicap. Right, one guy I worked with, it was more like, yeah, the shortness of breath. An hour 28 so far. Yeah. Maybe I have the wrong viewpoint on this. I don't know. Seize the day! That must be Hillsborough, right? I keep wondering, like, where are they at with the superchargers in Hillsborough? Of course! I'm driving a Volkswagen! I shouldn't be required to drive safely. I'm thinking of Temple, aren't I? Oh yeah, so I was wondering that, like, wait, if I get a flat out here, what do I do? First, I try my sealing stuff. Oh yeah, I saw that video go by. So there's this guy. There's some people I kind of follow to see what they think the new Tesla cars are going to be. Anyway, this one guy was talking about a long-range battery from Cattle. Well, wait, Cattle's a Chinese company. I guess the viewpoint is you wouldn't allow Shanghai-built cars, maybe even Germany-built cars, to have this big battery and not bring it to the U.S. But the U.S. has all this tariff situation, especially an anti-China thing, so you can't just bring that battery to the U.S. Anyway, it sounded like he was talking about a 500-mile range. At first, I thought he was talking like in the Model Y, but then I realized, you know, the Model S is pretty efficient as well. I mean, as long as you get the Aero wheels. You could put a battery like that into a Model S and maybe get a long range. That's a possibility. And it could be that cattle will license, so to speak anyway, the technology for Tesla to build in the US. Unless they do like they did with Panasonic. But I don't think the US government will go for that. I don't know, it's just a thought. But think about it, if you could buy a Model S that could go 500 miles, would you buy it? I mean, I'm already on the thought process of, wait, you can get 400 miles? Which is what the most Aero Model S will do. It'll do 400 miles. At least that's what the EPA says. That sounds pretty good, man. Oh, it's actually on the north side of Waco. Okay. So the time we went by said 11 miles to Waco, and we show 14 miles to US 84. Maybe it'll work out. Oh, you scared Mr. Honda. You could have just went left. You know? You didn't scare him out of the way. I don't know. Although I'm not in a financial position to carry forward any thoughts of buying a new car right now. On the other hand, if Robotaxi takes off, for me, I'll start making some money hand over fist, right? Wishful thinking, maybe. Pay off the two cars, and I can go look at a third car. Well, as I've always said, well, I can buy one Model S or two Model Ys. Not exactly, but it's along those lines. So it would be hard to justify doing it that way. It makes much more sense to get a Model Y. Now, if I could buy a Model Y that's a little bit extended, get a third row in it, and an ultra battery, yeah, now we're talking. But you know, if they put that battery in the Model S, then they're more likely to put it in the Model X as well. And I just don't want to go Model X. I really don't. It's taking so long. Let's go. Well, if we're going to go by Walmart, we're going to stop. That's a given. It's starting to get too hot. Doesn't feel that hot, but he definitely feels like he's hot. Or he's giving the message. Whoa, what are you doing? For what? You almost ran into me now being behind this Chevy? Frontage road. I'm surprised he hadn't moved over already. Thought he was going fast. I guess he forgot he's going fast. RFR is going to take your business away from you. Is it really still 75? What? That number's not making sense to me. New road. Oh, it's up ahead. Come on, Buick, keep going. Come on, Buick, keep going. Why'd you pass me if you weren't going to keep going? Maybe it is that HB. Oh. Oh, I finally found gas pedal. Sick of bears. What? Yeah, hook 'em. You're making the difference. Oh, look out for that Toyota! Yeehaw. There's an HB. Where's Rudy's? Is it 9 o'clock? Let's see, if my battery's at 33%, he thinks I'm going to ride with 19%. That's like 15%. Is that math check out? Well, it says only 56 miles. kilowatt hours. Yeah, it's about right. Waco Convention Center. Okay, human driver, use right turn signal. Let's push him right. I mean, we are coming up on a point where we're going to turn right anyway, or exit right. Okay, it's not 77. Meaningful traditions. Yeah. Definitely. Going to exit 1 mile. Midwestern State University. Okay. I was kind of wondering about that. This guy's like coming closer and closer, but not passing us. It's a Chevy Sonic behind us. Yeah, okay. There's the number I was looking for. And they do have an HB here. Probably would be good. Take a break. Collins Street.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto East Waco Drive.
Okay. Just going to take a break. Okay. So it is sort of where I thought it might be. 237.9 for gas. It's unleaded, yeah. Cost of gas is lower and is cheaper in Waco. Of course, they're competing with the Buc-ee's. Oh man, look at that Beamer. That's a nice looking car, isn't it? Think it's electric? Their hose is pretty low.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Boston Street.
Oh man. Okie dokie. All right. Oh. 108 miles. 1 hour 47. 196.5 watt hours per mile. Really? Seriously? That's pretty good. And I have another 51 miles to go. Okay. Okay. Anybody coming up? Looks like we're clear. FSD. He's going to go backup mode, which is what's right. Okay. So it looks like I have about half an SD card of material. You see this? Yeah, okay. I guess he was worried about she might walk across the drive or lane as opposed to just turning left.
In 500 feet, turn left onto East Waco Drive.
Okay, so anyway, yes, I have 50% battery, I have 50% SD card. So I think what we'll do is we'll switch out when we get to Ionna, which should be about 51 minutes from now, with any luck. So yes, I went into HEB, got a nice tea, got a apple.
Now turn left onto East Waco Drive.
It's not fair to say it's a nice tea. It's a combination iced tea lemonade, which I hadn't seen before actually, but it's still Arizona tea, so it was $1. We're going to go in front of that car. You sure? You might want to go. All right. With that, we're off. Yeah. Okay. Belmead. You know, I always felt it kind of strange that Waco's not just Waco. Or I'd go by signs and it'd say like Belmead, like what? But now I always figured like Belmead was far out. And here we are, a mile, just over a mile from the I-35, and we're in Belmead. But whatever, that's fine. It's just the way it is, right? Kitchen, Michael's kitchen. And yes, I haven't shaved all week. My face is itchy. Yeah. Yeah, I know how to fix it. I just don't feel like it. Okay, we're in the 40 zone. We could go faster. If I remember right, this is a four-lane highway for a long ways. Oh, we're going to turn. No, we're going to stay straight at Tex 31. Is that what it says? Just another city street, so to speak. This one he's going to stop for, although the car in front of us stopped. Right lane is closed ahead. Okay. And he's projecting 18%. 18% would be 11, 12, 13%. Yeah, it sounds close to right. I'm just having. There's not another supercharger along the way, so I'm feeling a little A little anxiety, yes. How much are you feeling? Okay, not that bad. It's just a little bit like, well. But the anxiety is more about, you ask me to go down the road that I'm not really sure about. And I don't really have a supercharger bailout option along this route. Whereas on other drives, there's multiple bailouts along the way. The Chevy Trax all of a sudden, hey, wait, no, well, they just got in front of you because you were going so slow. They're working too hard at impressing me. And it doesn't really matter what I think. Is it real police? Yes, it's Limestone County Police. Or actually Constable, but Texas Car Parts and Barns. Is that real police? Looked like he had some kind of emblem on his door. But he looked so much like a fake police one. Whatever. Historic downtown Corsicana. So what does this guy do when they start closing down the... Well, they've torn up the asphalt there. And road work, but you still have road barriers up. Can't be under road work. I would say that sign is not well placed. Gateway Warehouse? Okay, 18 miles. Be prepared to stop when flashing. Oh no! Oh, you mean because the light's getting ready to change? Oh, why don't you have a stop line? Okay. Okay, on Wednesday, 6/11. What's that? Yes, that means TB's birthday's coming soon, isn't it? Funny how this one didn't make it onto your list. Well, yeah, okay. Alright. Just because. I'll have to go back and review what that one looks like. It's funny, out of all the things she said and did, that's the one thing that sticks out the most in my mind, right? Every time I see 611, I say happy birthday. Okay. I mean, actually, that's pretty cool, right? Now I thought about, well, yeah, I can't really do that twice a day. Whatever, peace and harmony. One of the most beautiful people you could ever hope to know. It's an old Volkswagen. Maybe an old Volkswagen project car made to look like a sports car. And switching modes on you. Yes, this car, this 2024 Model 3, rides so much smoother than my 2022 Model Y. It's very different. Model Y is definitely a stiffer suspension. I think I said that once to somebody. What does that mean? It means that the suspension doesn't give as much when it's running over bumps. And this car feels so much smoother. Begin road work. Oh, they're going to close the lane? They did. Oh, they got windmills out here too. Wonder how much further Ennis is. I know it's north. I know it feels like a short distance. But 18%. Should be able to cover more than 40 miles. So we should have enough space. Knock on wood, right? What? 259? Pull up the energy graph. Pay attention to the road. Wait, I'm looking right out the road. We have a south wind. Gee, a south wind, which means a tailwind, and it's... Oh, it saved us. Okay. Saved 0.3%. But staying below 70 would have saved 3.3%. And yet, it sounds like we're doing better in projection. I don't know. Yes, there is 1.8%. Oh. How does the sign break there? Yes, it feels like it's right there. Like it's right next to it. In fact, compared to where we are now, it's a lot closer, yeah. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. So one of my bailouts, although it's past the point we're going to, but one of my bailouts is to go up to Ennis. Bucky's in Ennis. If I remember right, it's Ennis. But anyway, there's a supercharger up there. Although the time I was there was somebody who was parked, an RV that was parked blocking a fair number of those superchargers, posts. And I get it, if you're about yourself, that's all you care about. Although he made my video. Should be a state law, it shouldn't be a city law. Although I guess by making a state law, then the cities lose some of the revenue. Is that how it works? But it helps if it's consistent, right? And it's not like Bucky's parking lots are so small you can't find a place to hide a RV without blocking everybody else. And he wasn't only blocking that out, he was also blocking out the air pumps. So if you came in and you barely had enough time to make it to the air pump, you were going to fail because that RV was parked there. Anyway, just knowing it's that close and I have enough battery to make it to there relieves all that anxiety. Relax. Breathe, right? Just breathe. Watch the windmill go around and round in circles. has been a statement that some people in Texas government don't like windmills. I think it's the timing of the power is not quite right for their needs. Although it may be another reason. And this being an oil and gas state, you can guess what reason that might be. But you know, if you take those windmills, attach them to battery energy storage systems, you're going to have all the energy you need. I'm pretty sure that's why the windmills are here. It's because it's cheaper to some extent. And part of the point of letting the electrical grid operators make the decisions is because they'll make decisions based upon money, efficiency. Having the Texas government come in and say, oh no, you gotta do it this way. I mean, is it about safety? No, it's not about safety. It's about money and their pockets. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have cut in front of that Chevy, but we did. I'm kind of guessing that Chevy would go like, wait, I better speed up and go by you. Yeah, maybe you should. If you wait long enough, I'll do it again. He's not sure what he's doing, is he? Champ's chicken. Remember riding around all those windmills up there by Raymondville. When you're closer, because you're on a bike, so you don't have windows between you and the windmill. You hear the noise better. You feel closer to them. But I can tell you, riding the bike there, yes, there's a lot of wind there. Actually, that wind's during the day, isn't it? It probably goes into the evening, but anyway, whatever. To this day, I find it hilarious that it's out of business, Texas 31. I find it hilarious that Texas was it the leading windmill state? I think it is. And the leading solar power state. Now, Texas is the biggest state in the contiguous 48, or lower 48. So all that stands to reason that we have that. But they have a bunch of windmills out there around Odessa. And my guess is that's more about powering the oil drilling industry. So to have windmills driving that power, I don't know. Maybe someday we'll all figure it out. Right? I mean, if you knew that your gasoline was coming from oil imported from, let's say, Venezuela, I'm sure I didn't say it quite right, but whatever, would you be proud of that? I don't know. But most people don't even think about it. I know I don't. Even when I was driving a gas car, I didn't think about where the oil was coming from. Because we had so many oil wells, I assumed it came from the U.S. And yes, I'll continue harping on this for a long time. Left lane closed ahead, okay. I wonder if that's why that Chevy finally came up. 27 miles. We're at 23%. He's still saying, oh, he's dropped to 16%. Still plenty of energy. You know, when I first started hearing about this stuff, I came across an article that said that there was a gasoline refiner here in Texas who was getting oil from Russia. And I was thinking, like, you get your oil from Russia? Really? I know it's just business, it's just the cost of goods. But if you were to put a sign out in front of your business saying, this gasoline is refined from oil from Russia, I mean, would you do that? That'd probably hurt your business to some extent. Now, I'm not sure how many people would look at it like, oh, who cares? And how many people are like, oh, I can't buy that. And it'd probably be mixed, right? I mean, would I suddenly go, oh, well, I'm not going to buy gasoline for... No, I really like that company, so I don't think I would do that necessarily, but it would bother me. Yes, it would. But whatever. And some people might say, well, does it bother you that your electricity might be coming from coal? A little bit, but you know, that's the energy producer's concern, not mine. I mean, there is a program in my electric company where you can join up and you get a share of a solar farm, and I've done that. And going back and looking at it, like, okay, it does cost me a little bit of money. That's true. But not all that much. And I could say, yeah, part of my energy actually comes from solar because I joined that program. At the time I joined, I thought it was pretty much a wash. Now that I'm looking at the details a little bit closer, like, yeah, it cost me $5 a month or something. But because I joined, it helped stabilize or ensure capital for the project. And that's a good thing. Right? From my viewpoint, we need more solar. Right? I don't really understand. Solar should last 25, 30 years, the solar panels. Although you could also argue that solar panels might be being made in China. I'm not sure on that one, but I have that impression. Okay. Not particularly happy about that part, but there's that part. I'm pretty sure they do something in Buffalo. Tesla does. 22. It's a mile difference. Still seeing 16%. So we're going to use 4% to get there. Was it 5? 4 times 5 is 20, right? But we were doing better than 5. In fact, we're at 206.2 watt hours per mile. So we're right, almost right on making 5 miles per kilowatt hour. Anyway, whatever. Actually, my impression was a vast majority of the oil we use for refining comes from Canada. If I understood it right. Sorry, this just feels so speed trappy. That's one of the things that bother me about FSD is he doesn't go like, well, I feel speed trappy, I better slow down. In fact, what I'll probably do like, well, that looks speed trappy, I think I need to speed up. No, it doesn't work that way, dude.
Now we're right onto West
Oh.
Highway 31.
Another 65 mile per hour speed zone that he can't recognize. There's 70. Relief route. Relief route? Doesn't have a number? Was that a dead animal? No, it's part of a tire. Okay, FSD turn on turn signal. Move to the inside and go around this car. Which is right. Are you going to do a turn signal back? Okay, human driver turn on the right turn signal. So he correctly moved to the inside lane, go around the car, but then he didn't go back to the right. Ah! So I am getting an orange stripe across the top of my camera when I'm not recording. It's at an angle I can't really read it, but that probably indicates I'm getting close to the end. Is it hot? It is somewhat hot, especially on the bottom, which is the top. I do have plugged in the power, so that may be part of it too. Another 20%. $16 miles. Even at 4 miles per kilowatt hour, that means 4 kilowatt hours. So I have more than that. Those averages 205, so it's just outside of 5, like 4.9 miles per kilowatt hour. just in this city and there was no work? What? Okay. Massey Ferguson, yeah. Okay, road to 60. Right lane closed ahead. Okay. Turn signal on, he's seen the barrels. Oh, we're gonna squeeze it over. Oh. Oh man. "12 minutes out." All right. Oh, we got 11 miles. Bring this over. Doesn't really tell me anything yet. Oh, well, we're just going to run into a road that goes off to the right. Okay. Set arrival energy. What difference does it make? There's no place to go charge before we get there. Oh, okay, so maybe you're wondering about it. You can set arrival energy. Right now he's projecting he'll have 16%. You can set arrival energy before you get there, but since there's no supercharger to go to around here, it would not make sense to set an arrival energy. But I have used that like when I'm traveling multi-day trips and I'm going to use camp mode at a rest stop. I'll set the arrival energy and that'll force them to pick a supercharger close to that rest stop to charge up. Although one time I set the arrival energy at 55%, and that threw off the whole calculation, because then you wanted to go stop someplace else to get more. And let's face it, you only use like 10% battery on a rest stop, overnight stop. Move, bird. Oh yeah, look how close that is. Pay attention, Ray. What? What are you complaining about? Who do you think's driving anyway? But you're supervising. Yeah. Okay, so another 2%, we should be there. Or 8.3 miles. What? 9 minutes. I see a water tower a little bit. What is that, 1 o'clock? 1:30 maybe. There was a sign for Corsicana off to the left. Okay. Because, I've seen where some people take somebody else's video and say, oh, here's conclusive proof this is going to happen. Like, that was somebody else's guess. I'm like, I was going to knock them, and then like, oh, wait, I'd do the same thing. But I'll say up front, as far as I can tell, this is a guess. There's somebody just reading the tea leaves and trying to come up with an answer. Okay, in 0.9 miles. Oh, what? Honey beef of Indiana. You're not in Indiana anymore there, Bubba. Oh no. Okay, so we're going to make it onto the relief route. I wonder what makes this the relief route. Although it's State Highway 31. How much should I charge up? Do you have any idea? The camera feels warm, but it doesn't feel like it's overly hot. .2 miles away. Oh, retreat. Oh, am I looking at it wrong? I don't know. 2.8 miles, we're going to turn right, but it's going to be into the parking lot. Yay. I wonder what point they start upgrading some of these chargers to have a truck charger, semi-truck connector. It seems like that would make sense at some point. I think that's the gas station up there. Okay, 1.3 miles out. Preconditioning? Oh, you're preconditioning. What? You figured out what we're doing? I'm surprised. I mean, I didn't think anything in the setup told him that this was going to be a charge stop. But now he's preconditioning. I mean, I wouldn't think he'd have to precondition much because it's 89 degrees outside. And we were driving for 3 hours, or almost 3 hours. 0.3 miles out. It's a pilot, Flying J. Where is it?
In 500 feet, turn right.
It's on the other side somewhere.
Now turn right.
Okay, let's turn right. Oh, they have cows here for you.
In 500 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Okay, where are we going? You are going to turn left, okay. I was starting to wonder.
Now your destination.
Oh, they're straight ahead. Okay, let's do this. This avalanche is going anyway. Not that my turn signals are on. Wow, this looks pretty nice, actually. Of course, I don't think whoever set this up had Texas sun in mind. Okay, let's do an auto park. Can we do it? Oh, I had the center of the steering wheel. Why'd I have the center of the steering wheel? You know where it is. Why do I have to know where you're going? Okay, I had never seen that before. That had centered the steering wheel for him to do an auto park. I wonder if that's close enough. All right. Whether it's close enough or not, that's where we are. All right, so this segment was 52.4 miles, 51 minutes, 219.7 watt-hours per mile. What does that mean? We had wind out of the south, but we were going east. I don't know. All right, whatever. Don't think about it too much. So total trip so far is 160.6 miles, 32.8 kilowatt hours for an average energy of 204.3 watt hours per mile. Okay, there we go. FSD, yeah, I don't think he's really done a whole lot that bothered me.